Hey guys, Radical Reggie here, and I am here to talk about the Bitt-Boy. The Bitt-Boy is a portable NES device, and it's pretty much like an emulator, but it's just in the size of a Game Boy, which is really cool. So we're gonna take a look at this. We're gonna go around it, see what it does, and hopefully we'll be excited for it. Let's take a look. So here's what comes in the box, minus the instructions, which was a small piece of paper, which I lost. But the AV cord here, the power cord, USB, which you plug in to recharge the battery. And here's the screen right here. Looks really good, really bright and in your face. I love that. You know, I was very surprised with that. For some reason, well, of course, the reason why, I thought about the original Game Boy, and I just thought it was going to have a screen like that. But here it is plugged into the television. Now, that flickering you were seeing is that the cord that's plugged under the device that hooks it up to the AV, to the television, is actually really fidgety, so you can't move it around a lot, or it kind of like flickers like that. So just want people to be aware of that. If you're looking to use this device to plug in the televisions, you might want to have it, like, I don't know, just set somewhere where it can't really move and you can use it as a controller. Anyways, here's Mario 3. This is a Japanese version. I don't know if you guys noticed, or maybe this is just me, but it feels like just the colors are washed out a bit on the television. That flickering right there was just me pushing the reset button. But there's a lot of games on here that I've never heard of. I think there's a lot of Japanese versions of games. There's American games too, but I see a lot of hacks on here as well. Here's Super Contra. This is one of my favorite Contra games. Just want to see how that plays a bit. But with 300 games you're getting on here, I mean, it's I would say, you know, it's just something that if you're a gambling man, go for it. You know, you don't know what you're going to get on here. I mean, if you could get at least, I would say out of that, maybe like 30 good games, I mean, you're okay for the price range. Let's try out another game here. Go through this list here. Double Dragon 3 is one of my favorite games, but we're just going to go with Double Dragon 2 for now. See how that plays. That's considered the best Double Dragon 2 game. Not my personal favorite. My personal favorite is the arcade version, but nobody ever talks about that game. So here this is right here. Let's see if I can pull off some moves here. And also with this device is the controller. You have 4 buttons that you can use, and the other 2 buttons are the same, but they're turbo buttons. So for games that want you to use a lot of button mashing, you can just use those turbo buttons instead of just pressing the controls so much. So that's a good add-on that they put on the device. Now we'll try Urban Champion, which I've never played before, but I've always seen it. Now this is one of the first verse fighting games that was created, I think. You know, at least to my knowledge. I'm not really sure. Seems pretty basic. Maybe this is why I never heard of it. So let's try something else. I lost interest already. Wow. Let's try a Ninja Gaiden 2. Okay, so it's the Japanese version of the game. Let's try this out. Ninja Gaiden 2 is probably the best Ninja Gaiden game from the original trilogy, at least in my opinion. I had a great time with this game. They didn't mess it up too much where they made it too hard for the American audience, because a lot of people don't know this, but that's what they did back in the day. They made the American version harder so you would rent it more and spend more money on it. Let's see what else we got here. Let's try, I'm gonna risk this, but I'm gonna try Chip and Dale Part 2. I just saw it here somewhere. There it is. No, Chip and Dale 3. Let's go with Chip and Dale 3. Because I know that officially didn't get a release, so let's see what that is. And yeah, dude, this is a total hack of another game. I can tell already. Let's see. A plane? No way, dude. This is something else, dude. Okay. I don't even want to try this game out, but you see what you get with this device. So here's a look at it again. The screen, power button on the top. There's a slot, but there's nothing that goes into that slot. And what else we got here? And there's the rechargeable battery. That's the Bitt-Boy. It's a cool device. If you don't, for me personally, I would say like it's cool for like if you have a kid or somebody you don't want touching your NES stuff. Just throw them that device and they'll be good. They have most of the games on there, I guess, that you might have, so that might be pretty cool for them. I would give it to little kids maybe, or somebody who's maybe just getting into games again, you know. But as far as a serious device, I can't take it seriously, honestly. It's cool for car rides, stuff like that, but other than that, you know, I can't really see myself really wanting this device. But that's just to me, you know. Some of you guys might appeal to you. I mean, the screen is fantastic. I like the control scheme. It's just that I have big hands, so my hands are kind of like it's kind of like it doesn't feel right to me, but for other folks, it might be a good device to play on. So, anyways, that's the Bitt-Boy. You can pick it up on Amazon. I think they go for 30 to 40 bucks. And that's all I have to say about it. You know, it's not the best device, but it's not that bad either. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this review, and I will see you later.